Okay, everyone. So we are live, and we are joined by a special guest today. So we are joined by Miguel Hernandez. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through um, the pre-order countdown with you guys. We're going to go through that. We're going to ask Miguel some questions, and we're going to try and find out some things which we're not meant to know. Hopefully, he'll crack under pressure and he'll let us know some things, some secrets. We're not going to be joined by Shanab tonight. He apologizes for not being around. Um, he's uh, he's got a personal commitment that he needs to deal with, so he may pop in towards the end of the show if we are lucky enough. So, as everyone knows, my name is Alex, and I'm the marketing manager, and we're joined by Miguel. So, Miguel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Thank you very much, Alex. Okay, I'm Miguel Hernandez. I am digital sculptor. I has been working in this industry. I don't know, around 10 years ago, doing other things. Fortunately, Figurama Collectors found me and shared some about the interest working on really nice projects. So I feel really great, grateful about this opportunity. Yeah, right now the reveals are coming, and I'm pretty excited to see the final product. And how the people is answering and sending feedbacks and feeling regret about everything is looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm completely happy right now. Yeah.
I mean, that must be great. I mean, you've been with Figurama, like working on projects for like 3 to 4 years, haven't you? So you've done
Yeah,
quite well.
yeah. Yeah, I think so. That because this kind of projects takes time until the idea comes, then the art team works into the concept, then the school, and after that, all the production and pre-production project process. Yeah, so yeah, has been involved in all these things for quite a few years. Yeah.
Nice. And what are some of the projects you've been involved in with Figurama so far? The ones that you can mention.
Yeah, the project I can mention is one that I was the first reveal Silent Hill. This Dio or Silent Hill with Red Pyramid Think. Think so.
It's a
After
very
that
nice
was
statue.
this last one, Serene, from Devilman. That also a really cool project. And this one, actually, this project came before, but this is the day of the reveal that YU YU HAKUSHO was also the first project that I was completely involved. But they gave me the opportunity to school the whole piece entirely. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited about this.
So that's quite interesting. I mean, they are, well, first of all, they're all being released in 2023. So this must be a really exciting year for you. But the other side of that is this a coincidence, or you've been linked to these projects, which seem to be more darker projects?
No, I mean it's just the breaks are coming. When they show me the idea, is okay. This, this I mean, I like being involved in any kind of project. When I saw the concepts, is well, wow, I want to do that. It's like give me the opportunity to work on that.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw the Pyramid Head in Conquest, and it's a real kind of centerpiece. It's a really amazing piece.
Thank you.
But I have to say that the Serene piece for me, I'm a big Devilman fan, and when I saw that piece, I was absolutely blown away. But I'm not going to talk about it too much, otherwise I'll get prompted
Yeah,
by
thank
either
you.
Mo or Shenab to move to move the chat along. So yeah, no, that's great to know. I just want you guys to know that with the um, pre-order, this is going to go live on the 5th of August. This is going to go 11 p.m. JST, and you can now join the wish list if you head over to the website at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll open up the images and we'll start by going through kind of some maybe the history of the kind of characters, the kind of choice of why we kind of chose those pieces. So bear with me 2 seconds. I hate doing this part because it always looks a bit sloppy. But share screen. So I always have to focus to make sure I'm opening the right assets. So yeah, so this is the reveal of the statue here. And I did a little bit of research on this. I haven't actually followed this anime before, but I did watch through some of the clips, watch through some of the starting episodes as well. And it always surprises me with some of these animes. I mean, I watched a lot when I was younger, more the kind of classic ones like Fist of the North Star, so I'm not adverse to the kind of violent side of it. But when you look at some of the animation, it kind of throws you off a little bit. So when you see it to start with, you're like, "Oh, maybe that's maybe a little bit softer," and it doesn't. Yeah, it does surprise you when you see this. So, this was originally a manga in from 1991, which was 19 volumes split over 5 sagas. Each one of those sagas are actually split into smaller arcs as well. This is based upon the second saga, which is from the Dark Tournament. Um, then what happened was in Japan, they released the first movies. They were not then released until USA. It's in USA until 2002, so 10 years later. This then went on to be a series of 112, I believe, and two movies. He had various different names in different parts of the world as well, um, like Poltergeist Detective or something like along those lines. So very some other kind of random names there. The character um, Yusuke, he gets hit by a car. So he's what happens is it's spoiler alert. Sorry, he is kind of a bit of a bad boy as such. Gets in a little bit of trouble at school, and he then goes out of his way to save a young boy who is going to be hit by a car. He saves him, and then because he does this good task, they give him another opportunity to kind of come back and get redemption. So I'm not going to go too much into the story other than that because I don't know too much of it. I don't want to spoil it as well. So looking at the statue now, can you tell me why the fight between Yusuke and Toguro was chosen?
Okay, I think Yusuke as a main character, it was to be the first character that the company wants to, you know, create something related with Yu Yu Hakusho anime ideas. Yeah, once I saw the concept, yeah, I was searching what happened. I remember that I saw the anime really years ago, but I was not involved in at that time in anime. Maybe others anime. When I received the project, I start to see the whole uh, series, day by day, episode after episode. So it was okay. I know what the people is following this too much because it's really exciting to see all
Yeah,
the history and all the things related with these files. It's basically because those characters are like the most important in that part of the history is the moment where they show the true power is revealed into the tournament. So since that fight, everything comes pretty bad for the character. So there is a really break point in the history. So I
yeah.
think Figurama wants to do that with this statue, create that sensation that okay, we are on this point. So from here, the history comes really excited to see more fight, more amazing duels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's is important. So yeah, this is
No.
the most remembered fight, the Toguro and
Mm.
Yusuke. I think so.
So just looking through here as well, and I mean, for the first couple of images, this is the first statue where the actual character's position can be changed. So it goes from the upside down shot here to reverse here, and that is really great. From looking into the source material as well, apparently this was the first time that Toguro actually suffers any injury. So when the spirit gun fires, so that's quite an iconic scene from there as well. Um, Looking through this piece as well, there's so much kind of detail going on there. You have, I mean, we'll get on to this later on there, but can you run through some of these features of the statue there?
Okay, I think when I saw the base, I have to do a lot of research about this stadium that is really classic about the series, and I have to looking for the original concept from the creator. One because in uh, throwing the episode of the series is kind is difficult try to see the whole stadium. So it was the most exciting and challenging thing, complete the whole stadium. And from that, we have to create the scene, how the floor is broken in many pieces, the energy from Yusuke and the energy from Toguro that is involved in the fight, And that's idea about why Yusuke is upside down, is because the scene originally, I think Yusuke is coming, upside down and shoot Toguro on his face, but it's a pretty real position. So somebody maybe want to, display the character in,
Yeah.
front to
Oh,
front
I
as
think
an.
it's great. I mean, it's a real great option, and I mean, this piece has so many display options as well. Because I mean, obviously, you have that which we've already mentioned, where you can display him upside down or the right way round, or however you want to say it. But you
Yeah,
also there are the switch outs of the heads as well. So there are three heads for Yusuke, and then there's also two heads for Toguro. So as you can see here with the sunglasses on and the sunglasses off. So there's just so much going on, so many display options here. Um, what we do, I'm just going to run through some of the actual features here. So the edition size of this is 500, and this is part of the Elite Fandom series. This is 1/6 scale, so it's approximately 59.5 centimeters high, 51.5 centimeters wide, and 45 centimeters deep, which converts for other people who use inches, this is 23.4 inches by 20.2 inches by 19.7 inches. The weight is to be decided, and with this, you'll get the certificate, which will be signed by Shanab, and it will be signed by yourself as well.
yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to get the certificate signed by both of you. Um, Also, we'll have the three portraits for Yusuke, two portraits for Toguro, and the exclusive A3 art print. Um, the material is polystone PVC translucent resin and LEDs. The creative director is Mr. Shanab and the Figurama development team. Concept artist is Gerald Sang. 3D artist and sculptor, yourself,
Yeah,
Miguel
thank you.
Hernandez. Um, Painted in-house. Retail price is 975 USD. Non-refundable deposit, if you pay, will be $195, which will be a 20% deposit. Payment plans are available up to 10 months, which is as low as $78 per month. And there is a discount if you pay via PayFort or Access Payments. You can get a $45 discount there as well. So yeah, that's pretty good. So what we do is just go into a few more questions here. So, what would you say was actually the biggest challenge for you for this point for the statue?
I think the everything related with the faces, and the expression, the likeness of the character. It goes from manga to anime. All these 2D lines are pretty difficult to try to translate that idea into
Yeah,
3D. You have to deal with, because when you are drawing, you change the perspective, and even when you are changing or rotating the character into the face change completely. So try to translate this to 3D is a little bit complex, also because we have tons of image about the Yusuke Toguro face, but we have it, working and working and working on that. And also the people wants to see the most accurate, approximation to the character from manga. But the other thing,
anime. Yeah,
yeah, but
anime and manga is so hard to capture because it's like especially when it's in the kind of manga form. Sometimes the artwork can be I don't want to say basic, but it can be like very hard to reference because there's not much reference to it. And then when you try and take it to a 3D point, it can be really, really tough. And then you then have the other challenge as well, which is creating the 3D. You can get that to look as amazing as you think it looks, but then it has to go to the licensor as well. So then there's so many kind of challenges in that way along the kind of process. And there's always going to be where times where we look at things, it looks great as a 3D sculpt, you print it, and it needs slight adjustments. So we will get onto that a bit later on. Actually, there are some points about adjustments that are being made on this piece, so we will update that as well. Um, how did you decide, kind of like, the decision be made for the kind of design and the style of this piece? Rather than, there are so many characters out there. There's so many moments there. There's so many things that you could decide.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the creative, the artistic team from Figurama, make this decision about related with the concept. I just have to follow tons of reference about that moment, that scenes. They want to recreate that scenes on the anime series, But the other point is how to, fit this into the Figurama style, because also we want to apply a little bit of realistic things,
Yeah, yeah,
into the clothes, how the muscles or the anatomy is working into, a 3D, not completely animated, just a little bit of realism, I think so, and to create pores and textures over the things. So yeah, I think that's was another challenge, match that idea with uh
this is the first time I'm seeing, actually, because of the screen now. This is the first time I'm seeing the concept against the actual statue, and it's like it's spot on. It's like so accurate to the way that the concept was done to the way that the statue's been done. It's yeah, it's really good, really
Yeah,
really good.
thank you.
There was some other things as well, which I did manage to get permission to show, but these are concepts. I'm a collector myself. I love to see these behind the scene kind of shots and these kind of images. And one of the ones as well that I want to show, I don't know if you want to speak about it first, if you're aware, but there was a lot of people have been asking about different things along the way. And one of the comments that come up was someone thought that the kind of Phoenix power should be shown. Um, this was the kind of concept for that originally, which hasn't been shown before. One of the things I can take away from this as a collector was, yeah, this is, oh no, it's B. I thought I said option 8 before when I saw it on my phone. I was getting excited and thinking there was 8 different processes before, but yeah, this is B. And we spoke about this during a meeting this week, as to why this kind of didn't get made and why it wasn't pursued. Um, and it was down to kind of keeping the costings low for the customers, to create this in kind of like the um, clear resin. The costing goes up by, I think, two-thirds because of the wastage,
Okay.
but then also the actual to do this, then the packaging would be much more. But then also you potentially wouldn't get Yusuke as the character the way we have it now with the double pose, because you would have to do this totally different. So
Yeah,
did you
I,
actually sculpt this at all, or did this actually just stay as
no,
concept?
I actually didn't see this concept before. And
Oh
maybe
wow,
this,
really?
yeah, this was
Oh,
something more related with the, development team, I think so. But
oh,
yeah, it's a really cool idea. Also, I don't know. It's like it's not a fight. When you see the concept, when you're working on concept thing, it's like how to create a scene that the two characters are in a good line of composition and balance scenes. At this point, it's like there is not a fight involving in this
yeah,
concept. This previous concept is like, yeah, just case, some power or something like that.
yeah. You would need to make the base a lot bigger. You would need to. There would be so many things that would make this and turn it into just a really, really expensive statue
Well,
for the
yeah,
for the fans
maybe
as
that
well.
was
Yeah,
the other decision. I think so, but yeah, I
yeah.
mean, it's cool. Right now, I think they have a really good decision about how to
No,
create the
sure.
fight between these two
And
characters.
so the next part that came up, and this actually came up on the social media today, so we did actually post. There are a few comments about adjustments to be made to the Yusuke's face. So people asked, we're making some adjustments, but again, these are still not finalized. These are things that are we're looking into. We made the adjustments, and this has only been done in the last 3 days, I believe. So these still need to be finalized, still need to be polished. It's just to give people the idea of what is coming. It's not final, just to so that. So you spoke, we listened. Since last year, we first revealed Yusuke versus Toguro at Winter Festival in Tokyo. We made several updates to the statue based upon additional reviews and fan feedback. A few of these updates include additional space in between Yusuke and Toguro, some minor portrait changes to Yusuke, an improved spirit gun. After reviewing the additional fan feedback shared within the last week, however, we made and some further enhancements. These include Yusuke's portrait update, enhanced expression, and made adjustments to the proportions on all three portraits, and added the blood effect for the main scrape on the face. Yusuke's texture adjustments lessened the density of the texture on Yusuke's body to help further balance the appearance of the skin and his face on the body. Also, the spirit gun enhancement overhauled to look like the spirit gun, closer to resemble the charging effect for the anime, with some additional elements to flare and intensity. So that's the adjustment there. Huge thanks to everyone who took the time to share their feedback and recommendations. We hope you're pleased with the updates, and we do continue to listen. Again, these are not final. These are just what we've managed to pull together in the last 3-4 days, and we're going to kind of put those together for you. What we want as well is that was something as well. So these are the kind of 3D images which are going to be tweaked. Sorry, the statues in the way of the last one, and here's the 3D for the um, spirit gun. So again, let us know what you think about these on the hub, especially, and we can update those as needed. What I just wanted to know is, are there any? Will there be any more from this line? Do you know about?
For Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm hearing about that actually, but I would like, yeah, it's really interesting. We have more characters fighting, more duels after this that are
Yeah,
really cool, interesting thing about,
there's some really cool characters. From looking at the footage today, there's some really cool characters that definitely could be done. Definitely.
yeah, even
Um,
following the base, we have the stadium, just make another duel following that comes an idea about everything is happening in the stadium.
yeah,
Yeah, I know which other characters come after this, but then
I can
maybe the
give
people know about who is the next character involved in the
yeah.
duels. Yeah.
I can give Shanab's answer here, which is the kind of textbook answer that he gives. I'm not going to do his accent, but he normally says something along the lines of, "Well, it depends how well this project sells. To depend if
Yes.
we make any more." That would be Shanab's kind of textbook answer for this. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick trailer. We're just going to go away to one of our latest products. So this is the Dio box. So enjoy.
Okay.
Oh wow, that trailer was very quick. So some of the questions we got asked as well. I'm not sure if I can go on to the next one yet. No. So yeah, so one of the questions we have been actually asked was, why did we not go with the 100% version of Toguro?
Why? Because that scene Taguro is not in 100%. That shooting a scene from the first time this case, trying to hit with the spirit gun at the time of the fight. Taguro is on that, I think, 7% or 80% power, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, after that moment
I
of
think
that
it's lower. I
scene,
think it's lower, yeah.
yeah, Toguro is 100%. So we have to create another statue with Toguro as 100%. Also, Yusuke is without shirt or clothes. I think so at the moment of the scene. So the statue is completely blowing down. So it's a different idea because we wanted to recreate that moment on the fight. Toguro 100% is another part. Is
Yeah.
after that moment. So maybe, yeah, we have
Yeah.
to. made other concept from.
I know that it was looked into as well, and there was an assessment based upon if it would work. Um, with the 100% because he's so much bigger. Also, the trouser, the lower half is different as well, so it's
Yes.
not as simple as just switching out the abdomen. So the bust. So and also if you then did somehow manage to get him to fit on the base, the proximity of the characters would be too close, and it just wouldn't really work. So there was a lot of the actual there was a lot of thought behind the scenes about whether they were going to pursue that, but then it was just turned into you would need a whole new figure.
Yeah,
Again,
exactly.
costings would go through the roof, packaging would be through the roof, and it just turned into, it doesn't add enough to the actual statue to warrant it and to warrant the extra costs for the fans. Um, I don't know. Maybe one day, if it is successful enough, maybe one day they'll do 100% separately, in another form, another statue. But
Yeah,
at this point,
one solo statue, 100% Toguro from Figurama could be interesting. It's not
yeah.
because yeah,
Again,
it would be a huge piece. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, it all depends on again
yeah,
how popular the sale is. One of the things as well is we did sort of skim over it, but did you want to go over some of the Easter eggs that you included onto this piece? Because that's one of the things that Figurama is obviously very well known for.
yeah. I mean, the Easter eggs are more related to the bottom of the base. The stadium behind the same. We have this kind of TV or I don't know score
Yeah, the scoreboard.
design
Yeah,
that is from exactly from the anime, and also this ticket that is there behind is like the ticket where you need to go to the fights. That small
yeah.
ticket. That's an Easter egg interesting. Yeah, the tournament ticket.
Nice. No, it's nice because that's one of the things I always love about what the things that Figurama do is I love those little storytelling moments, those little instances where you look around the statue and you may not see it the first time because you're normally focused on the actual figures, and then maybe the second or the third time you'll look at it and you go, ah, yeah, I remember that. It takes you back, and it's a good feeling. Um, are you working on any other statues at the moment that you can mention?
Uh, well, I don't know if I can mention completely, but maybe something Claymore's it's coming.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're meant to mention that, and we don't have permission from Jenna, but that is definitely an exclusive, and that is great. So, yeah, not me. Yeah, Miguel said there's exclusive, so there's something coming for Claymore. So that
Yeah,
that would be amazing. Which characters? Do you want to say which characters,
I don't
or is
know.
that too much?
Everything that I say, yeah, is against me right now. I just have to say Claymore, but yeah, and it would be
That must be, yeah,
yeah.
that must be an exciting piece to work on for sure, especially with the popularity and how well the first piece was received. It'll be great. It'll be definitely great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What we're going to move on to then is so the next piece as well is we have just making sure I got this around the right order. We have a contest coming. So we actually had a contest which we finalized, and I'll go through the answers for those afterwards. But we actually have the guess the closest to the sellout. At the moment, I'm just getting to the right one. So at the moment, we have the Naruto and Pain sold out in 8 hours and 20 minutes. That was also Elite Fandom. Escanar and Estoro, Elite Fandom sold out in 10 hours and 24 minutes. And if you can guess Yusuke Togoro's sellout, you can put this on the Facebook Hub, Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. There are posts in all these places. The person who guesses the closest will win the statue. If there are two people who have, I guess, either side of this, then we'll do like a sudden death on something like random.org. If we have someone, so let me actually read through the rules rather than doing it that way. If we have no one within kind of 10 minutes of it, we'll move outwards to determine the closest. If two people draw, at same time, different sides. They'll go into a draw to determine the winner. If more than one person guesses the same time, the person who types it first wins. If anyone edits their comments on Facebook, they're kicked out because that's cheating. Um, the guessing will end at 9 p.m. JST on the 5th of August, so 2 hours before pre-order. We'll collate the answers. We'll probably give them early next week. We'll let the winner know that they've won. So good luck with that, guys. Next up, these are the winners for the contest. I'm just going to go through them. I nearly showed that there. So the competition winners for the 100 Guild is Pavlos. Uh, I'm sorry again, I'm known as the name butcher. So Pavlos Kafkias. That's on Twitter. You won 100 Guild. Um, the Castlevania Night in the Library Diabox was Zoc Alvarez from Facebook. The Diacube bundle, which is all three Diacubes, goes to the Anime Chamber on Instagram. Then we're on to the big guys. So this is all of these three win a statue. So drum roll. We'll do a little drum roll for that. So here we got Anderson Lioza, and that's from the Facebook Hub. We have Hector Penna from Twitter and Gaming Beads from Instagram. So you all win a statue. So what we'll do is I'm going to do this as a banner and put that up, and I'm going to put that up. So you guys can see your name there and what you won. And I'm sorry, but yeah, I always butcher the names. So yeah. What I'll do now is I'll just check and see whether there are any questions in here we can go through. So our anime die box plan. There are more die boxes planned for the future, more Diacube boxes planned, Diacubes planned for the future too. We are working on quite a lot of those at the moment. Will die boxes arrive? And if so, yeah, so the die boxes are ready to ship at the moment, the Castlevania ones. So if you actually order them, you will receive them within a week or two, depending on where you're located. And there will be more in future, and I'm sure we'll be able to share more about that in future. A lot of swappable grades, the diorama with both the LED is amazing deco and translucent resin. Also, one of the things which I don't think was actually said was the intensity of the LED will be adjusted as well. So there will actually be tweaks to that. So it will be brighter and more kind of evenly spaced. And actually, what I should do is change to here. So there you can see your prizes there as well. Do more form master. Yeah, we are looking into things. Definitely. First claim or purchase here.
Thank you.
My God, yeah. Great Friday morning. I hope everything's good. So what we'll do then is not too many questions here. So what you can do is you can join. Make sure you are a member of the Figurama Hub. That is where we share all of our information first. Anyone, you'll see the information first. Any of the feedback is great to share there. And also, if you just want to talk about anime or games, it's a great place to do so. We have a lot of members there. It's very active. So definitely join the Figurama Hub. If you go onto Facebook, just type in Figurama Hub and you'll be able to do that. Make sure you head over to the website as well. You can join the waitlist now for the Yusuke and Toguro Elite Fandom statue, YU YU HAKUSHO. Join that now. Join the waitlist, wish list now. I want to thank everyone there and thank Miguel. Huge
No,
thank
thank
you
you.
for joining us. Thank you for coming along. It's been great. Also, I want to say that if people missed it, Miguel did a great interview for Serene as well. So it was a text interview. We posted on socials. So definitely look and check that out. Also, we want to thank you for watching the live. So you can use the code SPIRIT30 for 30%. Sorry, 30%. Whoa. $30 off,
Yeah.
not 30%. Whoa, that's going to come out of my wages if that. Yeah, $30 off of the statue as a thank you for watching the live stream. And yeah, huge thank you to everyone. Is there anything you'd like to add, Miguel?
No, thank you very much for the opportunity. I mean, yeah, all the fans. I know we are working on giving the best of all these changes. The final product will be revealed. I mean, soon. I think so, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope everybody wants to get yours at the moment. But yeah, wait for more. I think Figurama is just
Yeah.
creating amazing things, and I'm putting the hands on that. So if people follow my work or like to, follow me, just I am just
You,
sculpting is my passion. Thank you very much for following all
no,
this.
thank you for being here. And we normally lasted the whole chat without the dog barking, and then he comes in at the last, literally the last minute, barking away. All right, thanks everyone, and thank you, Miguel.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, and make sure you join the wish list. And if you're gonna go to the pre-order, it takes place tomorrow, 11 p.m. JST. So good luck getting on there because they normally sell out fast. So take care, everyone. Have a great
Thank you very
weekend.
much. Okay, have a
Bye
really
bye.
good weekend. Bye bye.